Hey, I'm Douglas Caballero, and this is your Daily Fix. We all know the road can ruin a musician's personal life, but how does that wear and tear of constant touring affect the way they write, record, and release an album? Well, Ladytron created and then shattered the mold for the electronic rock pop scene, and with the recent release of their latest album, Velocifero, they're redefining the way indie bands do business. The British four-piece have developed a loyal cult-like following from fans across the globe after years of tireless touring, and they've earned wide respect in the music industry, remixing artists like Block Party, Placebo, and 9 Inch Nails. I got a chance to sit down with Helen and Ruben from Ladytron and talk to them about balancing their tour schedule with recording a new album and then taking that new album out on the road. Let's talk about the new album. I heard that you basically started production of this album a day after finishing up your last tour. Is that true?
It is true.
Because we were on tour for such a long time, we were writing like in between touring, so no time has been wasted in doing anything really.
What's the first single off of the album?
It's Ghosts.
There's a ghost in me who wants to say I'm sorry.
Take me through that video and tell me a little bit about the video.
We came out to California and shot in the desert. Which desert?
It was the high desert.
High desert.
We knew that we wanted something nocturnal and something haunting, and it worked out so well. It was probably my most enjoyable time in the US.
Is the instrumentation on this record similar or different than the last record?
It's kind of like a progression, like a move on from that, because having toured the last album so much, you kind of learn what works live, and then you take that and try and work it in the studio.
As far as the way you release the music, and in the past, people would tour to support the sales of the record, whereas what you did was sort of stream the record, and so you're almost in a way sort of releasing the music in order to support your tour these days.
The digital release, which it was almost like a primer when we're out playing live. The physical album isn't out yet, but people would have heard it on MySpace. So we actually started playing the new songs on tour with people actually recognizing the new songs, which is good for us.
An interesting fact about Ladytron is that in almost a decade of touring, they've always been the headliner, except for when they were asked by Trent Reznor to open for 9 Inch Nails. Not bad. And speaking of that, they'll be headlining a tour in the US the rest of the month. I'm Douglas Caballero, and that's your Fix.